Did you know the SS Halibut was once the key to underwater espionage during the Cold War? From top-secret missions like Operation Unveils to tapping Soviet lines, this legendary submarine rewrote the rules of naval warfare. The story of USS Halibut, SSGN 587, is one of transformation and versatility. Originally a nuclear-powered guided missile submarine, Halibut's journey later took her into special operations and attack roles. Commissioned in 1960, she was the second United States Navy vessel named after the halibut fish. Halibut's unique capabilities and daring missions during the Cold War made her an exceptional part of naval history. Building the Halibut and early missions. Halibut was constructed at Mare Island Naval Shipyard in Vallejo, California. Her keel was laid in April 1957, and by January 1959, she was launched. Less than a year later, she officially joined the Navy in January 1960. Initially, she was designed as a diesel-electric submarine, but was reconfigured with nuclear power during construction, making her one of the first submarines of her kind. The Halibut was specifically built to carry guided missiles, notably the Regulus I and Regulus II nuclear cruise missiles. Her early operational history was marked by groundbreaking achievements, including becoming the first nuclear-powered submarine to launch a guided missile. During a shakedown cruise in March 1960, Halibut successfully fired a Regulus missile while en route to Australia. This made her an integral part of the U.S. military's early attempts at underwater nuclear deterrence during the Cold War. Cold War patrols and missile operations. Between 1960 and 1965, Halibut conducted several deterrence patrols, ensuring the readiness of the U.S. military to respond during a time of escalating Cold War tensions. Her missions often involved firing exercises with Regulus missiles, honing her capabilities as a key component of the naval deterrence force. Over time, her role in the Pacific Ocean was taken over by the more advanced Polaris-equipped submarines, but not before Halibut had completed 7 significant deterrent patrols. Halibut also played a key role in training and evaluating submarine attack capabilities, including those of the newer Permit-class submarines. During this period, her main mission was to project strength and demonstrate the U.S. capability to launch strategic nuclear attacks, if necessary. These deterrence patrols were the very first of their kind, setting the stage for the strategic deterrence missions that would become a mainstay of naval warfare in later years. A shift to special operations. In 1965, Halibut transitioned from a missile-carrying submarine to one with a special focus on intelligence and reconnaissance. This was due in large part to the influence of John P. Craven, who saw the potential of converting the submarine into a covert operations platform capable of underwater espionage. Given a choice between converting Halibut or Seawolf, Craven chose Halibut, securing $70 million to fit her with state-of-the-art equipment. After an overhaul at Pearl Harbor, Halibut was redesignated as an attack submarine in August 1965. This transformation saw her equipped with advanced sonar, video, and photographic systems, as well as the technology necessary for deep-sea exploration and espionage. These upgrades enabled her to play a crucial role in some of the most secretive operations of the Cold War. Cold War espionage and underwater missions. Halibut's role evolved significantly in the late 1960s and 1970s, becoming a key player in some of the U.S. Navy's most daring underwater missions. One of her notable achievements was her participation in Operation Unveils, a mission to tap into Soviet underwater communication lines in the Sea of Okhotsk. This mission allowed the U.S. to gather valuable intelligence on Soviet activities, giving them an edge during the height of the Cold War. Another significant mission involved surveying the wreck of the Soviet submarine K-129 in August 1968. This operation provided critical information to U.S. intelligence, contributing to the larger Project Azorian, a top-secret effort by the CIA to recover parts of the sunken Soviet vessel. Halibut's role in these covert operations highlighted her versatility and the strategic importance of submarines in intelligence gathering beyond traditional combat roles. Equipped for espionage. To facilitate her specialized missions, Halibut underwent significant modifications. She was fitted with thrusters for better maneuverability, seabed skids to help her rest on the ocean floor, and a variety of equipment for tapping underwater communications and conducting reconnaissance. The addition of a towed underwater search vehicle, often called the Fish, and a high-tech mainframe computer allowed Halibut to capture detailed photographs and gather important underwater data. This extensive refitting meant Halibut could hover precisely above the seafloor, lower cameras and sensors miles below, and remain undetected by potential adversaries. These capabilities made her one of the most technologically advanced submarines of her time, effectively turning her into a sophisticated underwater spy platform. End of service and legacy. Halibut continued her operations until 1976, carrying out her final missions out of Pearl Harbor and San Diego. By the mid-1970s, her role in special operations was winding down, and in June 1976, Halibut was decommissioned. She was mothballed and eventually scrapped through the ship's submarine recycling program in 1994. Despite her relatively quiet end, her impact on naval operations, especially in the realm of underwater espionage, was profound. Awards and recognitions. The contributions of Halibut and her crew did not go unnoticed. In 1968, Halibut was awarded the Presidential Unit Citation for her successful operations, including the discovery of the Soviet submarine K-129. She was recognized again in 1972 for her exceptional service, showcasing the bravery and technical skill of her officers and crew. These awards underscored the immense value of her missions to national security and the broader efforts of the U.S. Navy during the Cold War. The crew members who served on Halibut during her deterrence patrols were later permitted to wear the SSBN Deterrent Patrol insignia, recognizing the importance of their role in the early years of underwater nuclear deterrence. Halibut's legacy lives on not just in the annals of naval history, but also in the recognition granted to those who served aboard her. Conclusion. The USS Halibut was far more than just a submarine. It was a pioneer of both missile technology and covert operations, beginning as a platform for nuclear deterrence and evolving into a vessel capable of executing some of the most secretive underwater missions. Halibut exemplified the adaptability and innovation of the U.S. Navy during the Cold War. Her journey from missile launches to underwater wiretapping missions tells a compelling story of technology, bravery, and the constant pursuit of an edge in military strategy. Halibut's missions and the dedication of her crew remain a testament to the ingenuity and resilience required to navigate the challenges of the Cold War era.